Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know the people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Happy fucking Wednesday, everybody. Sorry, I got sidetracked. We would have been on time, but I was sitting there rearranging flavors and realized what time it was, and oops, got a little past me. Shit happens. What are you gonna do?
Oops.
What's everybody up to this week?
Not much. I had a goofy ass situation happen a couple days ago. I mixed some fucking juice, and I was sitting there vaping it. I was like, you know, this is a really smooth juice, man. This like has like zero fucking throat hit, but I feel like these ingredients should have a little bit more kick to them. Didn't think of anything of it. Was stupid, dumb stoner kid, as always. Fucking later on, I just started getting angry at everything.
No, Nick.
Like, 6.5 hours later, I realized I did not put Nick in the fucking bottle. So it took 6.5 hours for me to actually be like, okay, I need it now. But I did get crabby, but it wasn't the end of the world. So I might lower my Nick down to 2 from 2.5. Wait, what?
Had a J.G. Wentworth moment?
Literally, dude.
It's my nicotine and I want it now.
I've been thinking about upping mine to like 4. Just to slow myself down because I'm vaping all the time now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna lower mine to 2 from 2.5. Finally. Oh, come on!
I'm not gonna mess with where mine's at. So we'll just leave that as it lays. Dave, congratulations on being first today. Well done, sir. You're back in the top spot for the week. Meter was pooping early today. Good job getting it out of the way.
Shit going on today.
So I was here a little early. Rollinson's out there. Yeah. So update. 10 of the 12 bikes we still had left at the house were picked up today and delivered. So they got them by Easter. The last 2 bikes will be tomorrow. Grand total was 13 bikes in total that were done. Sunday, myself and Lucas came, and my neighbor put together the 10 bikes that had to be put together. I smoked a brisket, cooked some jalapeno cheddar bacon cornbread. Had ourselves a good little barbecue after putting the bikes together. It's a good time.
Are the habaneros this year on steroids? Because my wife bought some, put them on the pizza, and almost blew my head off.
Dude, where the hell? On Friday we went to. There's a little taco truck that's a couple streets down on a little gas station there. First time we've ever been there.
Post about that.
Dude, their food was fucking fire.
She was all kinds of excited about that shit.
So I like the pickled red onions to throw them on the fucking tacos. I got quesadilla because they had quesadilla in the truck. I'm like, yes, sign me the fuck up. Grab some of the pickled fucking red onions. They had habaneros in them. I didn't catch that. My son likes the pickled red onions.
Oh.
So he just went to go like this and snatched some and threw them in his mouth. What, Dad? These are spicy. Like, way spicier than jalapeno. And I looked, I was like, oh yeah, look at that. There is a little orange habanero in there.
I like those better than jalapenos, actually.
I was like, they were good. My son had the quesadilla too. He goes, Dad, I think I should have got 3 tacos. 2 wasn't enough.
Ah, shit. Digging on that goat.
Good shit.
I was like, all right, well. I was
Good
like,
shit.
next time, buddy.
I'm gonna say no for next time for sure.
The missus got this giant fucking plate of nachos. From there, it was like $15 for the nachos. So they like, you gotta expect a lot for $15. That thing was so fucking greasy because she decided she wanted it with chorizo, and
Oh, yeah, that's like
it
the
was
greasiest
just
of all sausages.
grease from
Way
top to
go,
bottom.
though, yeah.
Every tortilla chip in there was fucking red.
Yeah, baby.
She said, I shouldn't eat this whole box tacos, but I'm gonna. It made her just miserable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Worth
they-
every second, though, I bet.
They had really solid tacos. Then come to find out on Saturdays when they're over there, they only do tamales. I was like, ooh.
Interesting. Not a bad trade-off. Not a bad trade-off at all, in my opinion.
I'm like,
Thank
weekday.
God, dude. I was just gonna say, thank God that truck's not here. I'd be living in there.
I would, but even because what did I grab? I grabbed 2 quesadillas, some refried beans, and some rice in their little combo plate there, and that was it $15 for that? And so then the kids' tacos, because he just wanted the 2, they're $5 a piece. But so by the time I got out of there, it was $40 for us, which really not too bad, but you know. It's cheaper than when I took him to fucking Five Guys the other day, which was fucking crazy. I was like, dude, we can go have tacos way more often than we can have Five Guys.
Well, you know what it is? Part of the problem, too, is we remember our childhood where you'd get a hamburger for 25 cents. You get a taco for 25 cents. You get whatever, huge smoked meat sandwich with fries and a pop, $3.
Oh, yeah.
Those days are long gone.
I remember there
Your
was
McDonald's for like $2, right?
Oh, yeah. I remember there was a spot when I was growing up. They sold fries by the pound in a paper bag. You could get a pound of fries for 75 cents. A fucking pound.
Just greasing through the bag.
Yeah.
You know they're
And
good.
they're cheap. You get a cheeseburger, 50 cents. Pound of fries and a cheeseburger, $1.25.
Yeah.
You want a soda?
Deal, man.
Another 50 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the bowling alleys that we used to hang out at when I was growing up used to do essentially the same thing. They used to do fries by the pound, and it was like $1 a pound, and their pound was literally like a 2-hand scoop. So it was like $1 a scoop.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Broke, you're hungry, you got $1, you're good. Scoop, whop, you're all right.
Oh yeah, you
How
can't
much
do that anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, no
a pound
way,
of fries
man, no
now?
way.
You'd be pushing
Yeah.
$10.
I was gonna
Easy.
say you'd be looking at a 10 spot, yeah, for real.
My
Yeah.
wife, there's a famous burger place where I live. They're all over the place here, and my wife loves the poutine. It's fucking $12 for a tiny little poutine now.
Oh,
Like-
Oh
jeez.
shit.
Jesus fucking
That's ridiculous.
Christ. That's crazy. Little French fries, some cheese curds, and gravy for $12.
Yep.
Fuck right
for
off.
that, man.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Oh fuck! You go to a hockey game here. Those shitty little steamy hot dogs are like $8.
That's-
$8 for a steamy. Fuck you.
That's
Fuck
about the same
all
here.
that, no.
What the hell was it the last thing I took my son to? I took him to a fucking hockey game last. Fuck, and what was it? He wanted it was nachos, and then later on I snagged him he wanted a soft pretzel with cheese.
Hockey game, yeah. makes
Fucking
sense.
between
$30.
those and the fucking goddamn drink, I think I was out $25 for those 3 things. It was fucking crazy.
It is crazy. I don't drink, but a little draft beer at a hockey game is $15. A draft beer.
Yeah.
They're like 10 here
Fuck
for like
that.
Miller Lite or shit like that, like regular, shit American beers. Yeah, I'd say $10.
The only time
venues
it's
here.
the only time it's worth having a drink at a hockey game here is because it's a farm team for the NHL. They'll have like Miller Night or Bud Light Night,
Sure.
and
Some
you
kind
get
of
them for
sponsor
like
partnership,
$6
yeah.
for a fucking 20-ounce beer.
That's why you get one of them fucking old man canes with the fucking built-in fucking flask inside of it, you know? And you just pretend you're fucking... Just pretend you're a little crippled and walk in and just be like, I need this, you know?
I don't have
just
to
got over an
pretend.
injury.
I want one.
Yeah, see, there you go. You got a bum fucking knee.
I just said I carry my cane with me everywhere anyway. I don't have to pretend. Give me a fucking flask cane. Shit.
Yeah, when I took my son and his buddy and the missus to that monster truck show, that was fucking... I think that was almost $100 bill for all those kids to get snacks and food and everything. It's crazy. And the show was only like 2.5 hours. Ugh. I'm just glad I didn't overly spend on the tickets.
Well, that's why I stopped going to movies, because it's just ridiculous, you know. A medium popcorn, you know, I think it was $8 or something, $10 the last time I went. I said, that's it. This is the last time I'm ever going to a movie. It was like $15 to get in. Then the drink and the popcorn was something crazy amount of money. I said, that I'm done.
Oh yeah, that's where they get you too, because like you can find a ticket for relatively inexpensive, especially if you do like a matinee. When it's fucking middle of the day, and then you get them for like $8 a ticket or something like that.
Yeah, when the place is empty anyways.
And then it's fucking $30 for a bucket of popcorn and 2 drinks for you and the missus. Fuck you.
Yeah. No way.
That's what I'm talking about. $2 pints right there. That's my kind of spot.
$2 a pint.
Sign up fucking Eddie and the Arsons to play at old Weatherspoons.
Dude,
Jolly old England will fucking be. Actually, me and Ed don't even really drink that much anymore, so.
I'd bet hell I could offset the price of the flight just by going and drinking beer there. Might be worth it.
Yeah.
Depends on how hung I want to be the next day.
Remember, when that's about 18, the pubs around here would have specials, so you'd have like 10-cent draft.
Oh, good God.
Cheapest I ever had was 50-cent.
$5 for a 60-ounce pitcher.
That's awesome. We had 50-cent drafts at Skybox, which is a strip club that was like a block and a half from where my old band Early April used to practice. So we'd be practicing and drinking and smoking and doing fucking Jaeger bombs and getting all fucking scummy. And they'd be like, let's go to Skybox for a couple hours. It's Thursday night. They got 50-cent beers. And we'd fucking get so smashed in that fucking place. I mean, we got so smashed one time that, like, I didn't even make it into the place. We got so smashed at practice. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to go in here because I will get arrested in this motherfucker tonight. I was in a bad way. And then I sprained my pinky on the way to fucking... I walked back to my drummer's house by myself. They were like, are you sure, man? I was like, yeah, it's a block and a half. It's the fucking ghetto. And I fell.
Not just a block and a half, yeah.
Yeah, and I fell. And I sprained my pinky. At a time when my band was, you know, doing big things. God damn it.
Yeah, it's crazy how much things. I can remember there used to be a pub near where I lived called O'Toole's, long gone. They had nickel wings. Nickel wing. We'd order 100 wings at a time.
25 cents was the cheapest I had. Quarter wing night.
There was a spot when I was stationed in Walter Reed out in D.C. That there was we would go on the weekends down to Baltimore, and there was this fucking giant place where it was drink and drown, and it was like $25. Get you in the door. You drink as much as you fucking want.
As much as you can handle, yeah.
Yeah.
Those places are fucking dangerous.
The one rule was if you throw up, you're out. So just
see,
you gotta teeter that line.
They used to do bladder buster nights by us, and it would be like $1 or $1.50 to get in, and it would start at like 7 o'clock, so you'd have to be in by 7 o'clock. But you pay your $1 at 7 o'clock, and then from 7 until the first person pisses, nobody pays for a drink.
Wow.
Jesus
that
Christ.
Shit was fun.
So
and
you
that
got
will test your
motherfuckers
willpower.
blocking the bathroom like, hell no, man, you ain't going in there.
Yeah, you got people that are serious, like, yo, I'm drinking $9 drinks and I'm 5 deep. Sit down, motherfucker. Wait.
That would be a problem here.
Yeah,
There'd be like
those
there'd
were
be
fun
guns
nights.
would be drawn here.
Yeah, it got interesting after a while. They eventually, obviously, had to get rid of that.
Well, I think all those kind of places are gone.
Yeah, they
That's
can't
what
afford to
remains
be open anymore.
Yeah.
That's what remains
Yep.
of Skybox. An overgrown fucking lot.
Lot.
The sign is still there.
Surprised nobody's yanked that shit
Yeah.
down yet.
I'm
Right.
actually shocked.
For memorabilia's sake, yeah.
I haven't been in this neighborhood in fucking years. Nobody ever fucked with us over here because it's like unincorporated. But that also, gives criminals more reason to fucking
Yeah.
be dicks. It's
Less
unincorporated Harvey,
protection as
Illinois.
well, yeah.
It's technically Harvey, but I don't think Harvey police have jurisdiction there. I think state police have to manage shit out here.
By the time they get there, you're long dead.
You're
Yeah.
fucked, yeah. You're a
Like, we
fucking
had the
memory at
local
that
police
point.
drive by a couple times when we had parties over here, and they just like looked at us and were like, they're behaving themselves, and they just let us be. And I mean, there's like 150 kids
Wow.
in this fucking yard with like a line of fucking kegs, and like they didn't bother to check anybody's ID or anything. I can't remember where the fuck Joey used to live. But you can see it's not the greatest fucking neighborhood.
It looks almost like the country.
It does. It looks like something you found down south in someplace like Dothan, Alabama.
In a small town nowhere.
If you go 10 miles that way, you're in Chicago.
Wow.
15 miles maybe? It's pretty crazy.
There used to be a bar in Fort Lauderdale called Penrod's on the Beach. And I was there in '85, and it was one of those deals. I think you paid $10, and it was all you could drink. And they had all these different floors, and there was Jello wrestling, and there was all kinds of crazy shit
Oh,
going on
jeez.
there.
Jello wrestling.
Fucking hey, I remember the good old days of Jello wrestling.
Mud wrestling.
times.
What's
Little
happening,
people
Squirrel?
wrestling.
There was a place down the road from us
Hola!
here that used to do fucking $7 pitchers during Jello wrestling nights to encourage
Oh
you
my
to get
God.
extra hammered.
Ugh.
And they had the gigantic fucking pitchers, not the ones that were just essentially large glasses with a pour spout. They had the fucking you need 2 hands to carry them pitchers.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually that
shit was
draft
fun.
had more formaldehyde than beer, because the next day you
Oh, they
felt
would-
like you were
yeah.
dead.
2 inches of fucking foam across the top of it, solid for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Man,
feel like
the
you're dead
hangovers.
because you pickled the shit out of yourself.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you
fuck.
preserved yourself the night before. Yeah.
The hangovers you get from that stuff, man.
Oh
It's-
yeah.
It's been 35 years since I've had a drink, and I still remember the pain of those hangovers.
Oh yeah, they'll stay
If
with you.
it's-
That memory, that
if you're
that
drinking,
sets in.
if you're drinking draft at a bar, you're legitimately playing with fire, because there's a lot of
Who knows
bars
the
that
quality of their
don't.
line?
Yeah, they don't clean their lines. A lot of bars.
Oh,
You
fuck.
don't.
learn that the hard way.
There was this pub in downtown Montreal called the Peel Pub. Everyone swore on the Bible they recycled beer. So if someone left like an inch it went into a new pitcher, kind of thing.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they
Uh,
had the cheapest draft and the cheapest food, so every student went there.
Yeah. Broke people gonna go where the cheap beer is.
Rollinson, I think the reason why U.S. law is so complicated is because we're so overly fucking litigious.
Yeah, for real.
So
Can't
that
do
it
anything
confuses
or
the
say
shit out of
anything.
everybody because they have to keep adding laws to stop other litigious bullshit. Which doesn't stop anything. It just figures out a new way to how can we circumnavigate the globe and get out of this what we want.
Yeah.
All right.
Like our good fine lads at Nintendo, who keep their games in the fucking in the vaults, refuse to sell old classic games that people demand on their fucking online store, and then sue fucking emulator sites for fucking distributing the fucking ROMs of those games and shit. It's like, people just want to fucking play those games. If you sell them, you will make money off of them. People will buy them, but they're going to ulterior means and motives and ways to fucking get them. Most people would rather have them all in one library with convenience and shit, but then when they find out they can't play that, they search out emulation, and then they're like, oh, I can get all these games with this emulation shit? Well, fuck you, Nintendo.
What's happening, Church?
Nintendo.
Isn't that the same with music, though?
Well, yeah, because that's how Napster got killed, and...
Yeah.
Music's weird.
Not quite to the same degree, yeah. There's so much more litigiousness in the fucking video game industry.
Specifically with Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo is like top of the stack. Like, Nintendo will copyright strike a YouTube video if they see one of their game images in it sometimes.
If they hear their music in a video.
If their theme song is in a video, yeah, like, good luck.
Yeah, that's why.
It's like, don't you understand that's free advertising for your game?
I can't have the ringer on my phone, because if it goes off while we're in a show, they'll hear the Nintendo. Oh yeah, it's all Mario songs. I've got the Mario fucking level 1 music playing, and then not the 1-up mushroom, but the grow mushroom to fucking.
Right.
That's my text message alert.
I do remember hearing that, like, a while ago. You haven't changed that in a while, have you?
No.
That's awesome.
There's some things that you just stick with. That's one of them.
Yeah. I mean, I've always had the T-Mobile ringer. It's never changed except for a year when I dated my when I was with my ex-girlfriend Susie. It used to play Susie Q by CCR, and then because I did that, I made a custom ringtone for all of my friends. Like, so it would play like a little bit of a song that would just loop, and I would custom make the loops and shit on my computer. But once I got rid of that phone, I was like, yeah, fuck that. Oh, and then my my generic ringer for like people who weren't on my call list or whatever, it would be who can it be now? Do 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 do. Who can it be now?
It's fucking funny. One of my buddies, every time his wife calls, he's got the Darth Vader music.
That's awesome.
Mine is the nuclear alarm for any time the phone rings, because if someone's calling me, they generally should have messaged me first. So it's probably a serious situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Rollinson, I used to tolerate the fucking presence of women in my life at one point.
Now I pay them to go away, he says.
You said it, not me, brother.
That's the catch
on my life, man.
Everybody goes, oh, you pay for the hooker. No, you don't pay for the hooker. You pay for her to go away.
Can you just get?
It's kind of like the old, here's a 20 on the nightstand. Get the fuck out.
Grab it on your way out the door.
Pay for your cab, you filthy animal. All right. Being as I'm brain farting here, was it Perilium or Cap for bakeries for Super
Perilium?
Well, I guess I'll be running to that long.
Unless you're making a lemon bakery. Or an orange, or a lemon, or a key lime bakery.
Because it's the citric acid that's in the Cap Super Sweet.
Okay.
But if you're like me, with a throat that's, baby la-la, I avoid all that because I just get crazy throat hit.
0.25%. I'm going to try Super Sweet for the first fucking time, so here we go.
I'm going to blow your fucking balls off.
We'll
just go 0.5% then.
You think so?
Higher. Yeah, don't go higher than that.
I don't even know if you can do... No, No, he said he was going to go half of that.
I was going to do 0.25%.
0.25, that's what I would suggest.
No.
No, because he's not used to sweet. It might be cloying at 0.5 to TJ. This is just from experience.
I
Yeah.
can't go back to. I can't go to back to 0.5. I'm at like 1.5, sometimes 2.
0.5. That's an orange dream bar. Those are
Jesus.
sweet.
How often do you go through coils using the much sweetener?
Oh, I'm constantly changing my cotton.
Well, fair
Especially with this coffee stuff I've been vaping lately. I don't get 3 days out of my cotton.
Well, when it looks like fucking motor oil, of course not.
No. Cotton swab.
Scrubs is not a bad show. Alright. No, because being as I got that cap sugar cookie, and it's been a long time since I made something with sugar cookie, so I'm going to run with the sugar cookie. Actually, you know what? We're going to do this. 1% of this, 3% of that. Yeah. Oh, fuck, I'm tired today. Went and bailed out of work on fucking Monday to go play golf. That was nice.
Fuck, it was snowing here today.
You keep that shit up there. You keep that fucking nonsense. Don't let it come this way.
Whiteouts on the highway today.
Ugh. It's supposed to be 60 here tomorrow, but like 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. So I'm debating, do I bail out of work tomorrow afternoon to play 9 holes? Or say fuck it because it's going to be so goddamn windy. But then again, spring and fall are always windy as fuck.
Yeah, we had snow flurries Friday night. Nothing, no like accumulation or anything, just like snow flurries in the air. And it was 83 today. It's still 74 outside right now.
Oh, fuck. I am jonesing to get on my motorcycle. Fuck, every day.
Fucking...
Yeah, it was... Yesterday would have been the day down here. It was like 76 and like blue fucking sky with no wind. Perfect fucking conditions to get out and just hammer it.
Was it Saturday? I was out and about Saturday, and there was fucking motorcycles everywhere. But we also haven't had snow on the ground in like 2, 3, 4 weeks. And so any salt or brine that they had on the thing, it's been long gone because it's rained enough that it's washed off. So
yeah.
They were all out in force.
I bet they were loving that.
Oh yeah. Even when it's they'll ride here until there's snow on the ground. Even if it's 30 degrees outside, you'll see guys bundled up like they're going snowmobiling just to go ride their motorcycles.
Yeah, some of the older guys from the motorcycle club up the street here, all winter long, you'd just see them in fucking big gear, big fucking coats, still no helmets, but big fucking coats and shit, riding, flying down the fucking street. More committed than I ever was, my dude.
Nah, you never catch me on a bike without a helmet, that's for sure.
That's what I don't understand it, man. I don't give a fuck if it's a law or not. That's my brain we're fucking talking about.
Oh, I've had helmets save my life a couple of times.
I've had bad enough gravel burn that I will never ride without a chest plate again. I can't imagine. I can't even think about riding without a fucking helmet, man. And these guys whip around. And I'm like, no, dude, that's dumb.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
Dumb.
Like, the people I see riding around with no safety gear whatsoever, I'm going, what are you doing? I'm like, they now sell stuff in there that's got fucking... You've got fiber weaves in there, so it'll stop a fucking bullet. Shit that's going to keep you...
shit, yeah.
I'm like, why not? If there's something available to you, get it.
No,
it's not the 80s anymore. You don't have to wear 75 pounds of fucking leather to keep you safe. You can wear modern, light, comfortable shit. But there's so many guys that you see riding around here, literally in a tank top, shorts, and flip-flops, cruising, fucking hammering it. I'm like, have you ever been in an accident before? Because I don't think you have. Like, it doesn't take much to fuck you up on asphalt in the summertime when your bike stops and you keep going.
Oh, yeah. I've had 2 major accidents, and both times the helmet saved my life. Without that helmet, my brain would have been fucking all over the road.
Dad, I would never get on one without it, man. I've never had any major accidents, knock on fucking wood, on a bike, but I try not to get myself in a situation where it would be that fucking bad, because I always wear my helmet and my fucking riding gear if I'm on. Fuck that, man. It ain't worth the alternative.
No. And these days, with everyone texting and driving, man, you gotta be insane.
No shit. They literally just last month enacted a new state law here to where you cannot even hold your fucking phone anymore. You either have to have a complete hands-free kit or you get a ticket for it. If they see you even touching your fucking phone in a car in this state anymore, it's that bad.
Well, fuck. I got hit by some idiot in a big fucking van, and he was texting. The traffic stopped. I stopped on my bike. The guy plowed into me. Didn't even touch his brakes. He hit me at,
bitch.
Wasn't fast, but I mean,
Still,
anything.
man.
I think he probably hit me at about 20 miles an hour. And obviously the brakes on my bike didn't hold. I went into the car ahead of me.
Bike. Shit.
And it accordioned my bike. Thank God it was a monster Yamaha Cruiser, so it took all the impact, and I was okay. But fuck.
Still, though, fuck, that's rough, man. Yeah, on a stationary bike, still at 20 miles an hour, that's gonna do some fucking serious damage.
Yep, the only thing that kept me on the bike was the backrest. Otherwise, it would have flipped over. Yeah.
Man,
Fuck that nonsense.
Yeah, and another time I had this lady blow a stop sign, and she hit me sideways. Thankfully, she missed my leg, but I ended up going over the top of the car, sliding along the street, and the helmet saved my life.
See, and it's shit like that worries me, because bikes are fucking so cheap down here nowadays, because summer's coming back around, so everybody's trying to get rid of every fucking bike under the sun so they can get their projects up and going and shit. Like, man, I miss it, but it's not worth it right now, man. There's just too many fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be
Whoa, dude. House of Early April, abandoned now.
Oh, shit.
Ed just sent me the address. I was like, dude, am I in the right neighborhood? He's like, yeah, you're a block off. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this was the House of Early April. This is why we had parties all the time, because of this fucking land right here next to where this is the garage where, like, we practiced for fucking years. Wow, holy shit, it's just fucking nothing now. It's all boarded up.
You don't see that very often up here. Like, I can count on one hand, less than one hand, my whole life, how many times I've seen an abandoned house up here.
Everywhere over here.
Yeah, I don't see them too often myself here. They're at least not where I live currently. I mean, if I go outside of town, you'll see them, but most of the abandoned houses I see are old abandoned farmhouses where, like, 300 foot up the road, they just built a brand new farmhouse.
Yeah.
I'm going, take some of that stuff down. Let some of us use some of that old barn wood, because some of that shit is really fucking nice.
That barn wood is very, very in demand up here, man.
It is, because there's a bunch of soccer moms that think barnwood looks great in their kitchen, and they need all of it.
Whoa. Why is that
nice
censored? There you go.
Wow.
I knew that was it. That's an old-ass house, too, man.
Fucking boarded up.
I don't know if
Oh, yeah, there's 2 boarded up houses on our fucking block. Can't believe the bikers haven't bought them out.
You wouldn't see that in this city, because even shitty rundown homes are going for $500,000.
Jesus
oh yeah, no,
Christ.
there was just an article in the local paper literally today talking about they're doing a survey on homeless or unhousedness, and they established that the average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment in this town has now officially gone up to $1,300 a month.
Jeez.
Not bad.
For this town,
more than
literally
most people
5
can
years ago,
afford.
it was half of that.
Yeah. You're looking at about a decent place, $2,000 a month.
Nuts.
A lot of these in my neighborhood. Abandoned corner stores.
Yep. Yeah, we got a bunch of those around here as well.
Anytime a corner store closes down up here, it turns into a coffee shop in 10 minutes.
Dude, they turn them into gambling houses here now, because that's the new big thing is the fucking digital slot machines. So anytime any business closes down here, it's opened a week later as, you know, so-and-so's internet cafe, and it's 75 fucking digital slot machines run along the inside perimeter of the building.
That's big money, man. Those machines pull in a lot of money.
Well, they made them illegal, and the company that produces them filed a lawsuit against the state. They refused to pull them out. They filed a fucking lawsuit. They said, no. These aren't illegal. You're illegal for trying to make them illegal. We'll see you in court. That's balls, man. You got to be making some serious money to fucking have that kind of nuts.
Probably 30 years ago, the government basically took over the gambling from the mafia, those machines from the mob. So now they're all government run. Just another mob.
I was going to say, switch one mob for another.
Yep. And your odds of winning with the mob machines was better.
Probably, yeah. You probably see more of your winnings, too.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, we're not taxed up here, so whatever you win, you walk away with.
Nice.
Fresh cart, everybody.
I mean, they're not massive like Powerball. I think it's gone to about $80 million. $80 million you walk away without taxes. That's pretty good.
I was gonna say $80 million with no taxes. Yeah, it'd still be pretty fucking good. I think it's like 76% they take on the fucking lottery tax here or something like that after it's all said and done.
That's all I have to say about that. You know who you are.
76 though, dude.
Yeah, there's no no lottery tax here, and there's no inheritance tax.
Yeah, no, they tax it out the ass here. My grandfather, 25,
In
30
all
years
seriousness,
ago,
though.
won
Hello,
one of
Cassie.
the fucking state tax-free fucking lottery deals, and they still tried to come after it, even though he won a tax-free fucking lottery prize. Like, that was the whole big grand prize of the thing, was a tax-free prize, and they still tried to come after him for fucking taxes because it was quote-unquote income he hadn't declared.
That's so dumb.
What's happening, Tim?
Fucked.
Also,
the dumbest shit ever.
Cassie, I do have a serious question for you since you're just lingering out there. When's the last time you kicked the welder?
That joke should have been retired long ago.
It was retired for quite a while. I took a long break there. You're welcome.
I can always find the link to those reflective stickers again.
What flavor?
Oh, shit.
Is that a card or is that your vape?
No, that's the fucking drop, man. We're gonna try that now. I just wanted to get a vap.
What flavor is the card?
Bubba Kush. It's not a flavor, it's a strain, but I haven't tried it yet. We'll see. It's
So-
also an indica.
Tim is taking over and getting injured instead of you? Alright.
Lower this card. I feel like I get better.
Oh shit, what the fuck? Do you not know how to clean glass either?
Alright, I'm
Cause that's how I fucked my hand up. I was cleaning glass like a dipshit and jammed a fucking broken down stem through the fucking meat of my hand.
Oh, that must have felt great.
Oh, it tickled. I wasn't worried about it. She freaked out when she saw the hole in my hand and made me go to the hospital and get it all stitched up. I literally went up and turned the cold water on and put my hand underneath it right away. And she's like, what? And then when she saw it, she's like, oh, no, we need to go get that fixed.
Smooth stuff, Adam.
Luke! That's good! Oh, shit! Woo! That's good. That was good shit. Yeah, that's good. Come on, shit.
Lucas.
That sounded real smooth, Adam.
Again,
Coffee, get off, bruh.
Lucas, again, thank you for coming over on Sunday and helping build all those bikes. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're a hell of a man, and I don't even know you like that. But you did that. So, karma points. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Why is Gryffindor.
Tim, since you're out there and you have a little more insight than I do you know when the list of what's going to be released and when it's going to be released is coming out?
I talked to Frank about that yesterday.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't ask. I just sent my shit over to him and totally.
I was talking to him about it yesterday, literally. He's hoping, if everything goes well, they're trying to hit it by next month. But nothing is official yet. That is just an unofficial goal.
That's Frank?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I like that answer. I'm alright with that.
A little spice to it.
A 1,500 foot-pound fucking torque wrench? That might be a little overkill.
Wait, what happened?
Fuck that. I just, at work, we have Snap-on pass by every now and then, do calibration on the tools. My God, those guys are criminals. Fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Mac, both of them, yeah.
Fuck.
I got a buddy that's going to be in debt to Mac tools for 4 generations at this fucking point.
I'm definitely dying.
The only good thing about it is they come by, they pick it up, they calibrate it, they bring it back, you know.
Right. Or they'll swap it for a new one on the spot. That's what he loves about all the Mac shit, because he's a fucking reckless mechanic, so he's always breaking shit. He's like, I break it, they come by next week, swap it out for a brand new one. I get that, but, you know, you can do that with things that don't cost you your soul and 4 generations of your kin.
Yeah, it's nice. The convenience is nice, but boy, do you pay a premium.
Yeah, you cost for sure, yeah.
Oh, for those of you who might be interested, I was telling Dave earlier, Ed came over, little Eddie of the Arsons, Saturday or Sunday, and I recorded all of my bass tracks for the entire album in one session. So
nice.
We got the fucking
all on Eddie to mix it.
No, he needs to record a bunch of guitars, and we need to fucking
but the
track drums too.
So how long before the release of the new album then?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, does that mean we're gonna get a new Eddie album this year?
Yes, for sure.
Nice.
10 songs at least, possibly 11. We re-recorded Bedbug.
Nice.
So that's a song that's already released that will be on the album, but we re-recorded it because I fucking play it differently. And Ed was like, well, do you want to knock that one out too? And I was like, yeah, let's do that. That live one that you had, that like reggae-ish song that you had the live version of,
track? Yeah.
That'll be on the album.
Nice. That's a good track, man. You guys should definitely make that a good one.
Yeah, I recorded bass for that.
Nice.
And it sounded pretty good. The quarantine song from fucking COVID,
Nice.
which is also kind of a reggae-ish song too. I heard a rough version of that. It sounds pretty fucking badass. And we already had most of the shit for Bedbug, so it didn't take that much. I think he might have released the. I don't want to say anything. He may have released. He might have released it on
allegedly
Bandcamp or GarageBand. I'm not sure. I don't remember. He said he was going to. I think just to sneak it out there, and then eventually replace the one on Spotify, I guess.
Forgive my ignorance, but when you say release, like release to Spotify kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like, they're not going to, like, make an album or whatever.
I mean, we might press some to sell at shows and shit if people want a hard copy.
That'd be
CDs, but records are expensive to make, like actual
Yeah.
albums.
Yeah.
If we were gonna do that, we would probably do like a limited, whatever the minimum we could get by printing.
So I have a dumb question for you because I asked Eddie and he never got back to me on it. What happened with the DistroKid thing that you guys were going to work through so that we could put Eddie and the Arsons music on our Instagram?
That's on
stories?
him. He's supposed to be working on that.
Because I've followed up with him like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, dude, do you have any idea how many stories I post in an average week? And 99% of them would have Eddie and the Arsons songs on them. Like, I know people who have zero following, like 0 records, 0 shows, and they have songs that we can get on Instagram right now, and that's weird.
Yeah, I'd like to put Eddie Nielsen's songs on all my fucking Instagram posts.
That's what I'm like. I know so many of us that would put fucking Eddie Nielsen's tunes all over the fucking Instagram, but
yeah,
he just hasn't done the DistroKid thing, and I'm like, dude.
I think it's because I think it's because we have an exclusivity, is that the word? Yeah, through CD Baby distribution. So I think we'd actually have to break that and then go with DistroKid, and I think that may make us lose all of our YouTube links that we have for all of our songs for DistroKid or for CD Baby. I think that's I don't know the details of it, because when you submit songs and distribute them through CD Baby and DistroKid, I think they automatically make you a YouTube page, and it's called topic hyphen your band's name, and we have that in all of our songs, and even a couple of them they had an option to make like the lyric video for. So like When Your Past Comes Back has a lyric video for that we never made. Like it just generated it for us through the distribution. I'm pretty sure that's still up. Let me see.
I was gonna say, at one point I had that topic whole thing listed as a fucking playlist. Let me see if it's still showing as a thing.
Yeah, right there. This one's just called. Oh no, this is on our actual page.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on your actual page, too.
Then there's a bunch of shit on my, there's live videos on my page that nobody fucking knows are there, I don't think either. Yeah, see, it's like a...
And there's another live one from that bar.
It's got all the lyrics.
Because that bar posted you guys' one whole set on there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's on Reggie's live. I actually need to steal that from them and put that on my page.
Yeah, 'cause that's it's a really good quality fucking video.
Yeah, this one.
Let's see, is it still saved?
This shit right here. It's like a fucking concert video.
I still have my Eddie Nielsen's playlist available with all the public topic songs.
Nice. Yeah, this was at Reggie's on a nice stage, and then they also have like cameramen and fucking stationary cameras, and there's a guy with a mobile camera, and he's really good. Me and Ed talked to him, or me and Jake actually talked to him, the cinematographer dude, for like fucking 20 minutes in between setups. Yeah, this looks like a fucking like a DVD or like a special that you would watch, you know, like of a real band, not just some shitty fucking local band like us.
Oh god, is that fucking sweet.
Happen?
You super sweet for the first time?
0.25 is blowing TJ's taste buds away.
And that's just off the knuckle.
I see.
But it probably doesn't help what I put with it. Which is alright.
Well, and Super Sweet doesn't quite carry the same sweetness in the actual vapor as it does on a knuckle, in my opinion. It's a little more punchy in the face on the knuckle, and it's a little more blended in the vape, generally, in my experience.
I honestly can't imagine vaping without a sweetener. I just can't imagine it.
Only tobaccos.
90% of the shit I make is candy, so I make my shit sweet anyways.
That's the only thing I don't put sweetener in. Like if I want like an actual like smoky, you know, like herbal tobacco, like one that tastes like an unlit cigarette. But if I'm having an RY4, you better believe I'm putting 0.5% super sweet at least. It's just how I roll.
Just how it goes, man.
And safe.
I make a tobacco. It's got RY4 and it has like Western and Turkish from TPA in it for my brother-in-law. But that has no sweetener in it, and he likes it just like that. He's like, this is good. Wow. But then I also make him a POG, like a Hawaiian POG vape that has 1%, and he really enjoys that too. He also vapes a pod and does 3.5 milligram in a pod.
In a pod?
Yes.
No shit. Good on him.
Yeah. When he first switched, I had him on 18. And he's like, this is a lot, man. I don't really need this. And I was like, all right, well, what do you... He's like, 7? 7's a good lucky number. I was like, all right, we'll go to 7. And then the next time he wanted to drop it, he's like, let's have that, dude. So 3.5 in his pod has been his go-to. He does cheat though. He has a jewel, so when he's really stressed out, he'll hit that twice and just be good. But he's like, I've been relying less and less on that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I used to carry one of those around too.
For
especially
driving
at bars.
99% of the time,
Yeah,
or like if
driving
I'm in
is
the middle of doing something and I don't want to have to fucking open a bottle and drip and fucking take a vape, I just want to be able to take a pull real quick and then get back to what the fuck I'm
Is
doing.
that the big boy one or is that 30?
Yeah. Oh no, that's
It's
the big boy one.
That's 50?
Yeah.
50 milligram?
Yeah, big boy 50s.
I can barely take a fucking 1 second drag off 50 milligram pod.
Oh yeah, I literally just.
Yeah, that's all I can take off of ads, dude.
That's literally all I need, and
One.
that'll be sitting on my desk for the next 20 minutes. I won't touch it. I'll go back to
I can't.
hitting the regular vape.
I always try Eddie's every time he has one, because he always has different flavors, and I'm like, I want to try them just to get the taste for them, but then like, it's so much, and he's just over there.
Oh God!
See, I can already get the tingle already. Yeah.
Like, damn.
That's
bro.
why they're for convenience. They're not for regular usage.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
too
Yeah,
fucking
though.
much to regular use, man.
Yeah, I used to
No,
keep my pod with
my
18
wife's-
at Dollar Tree all the time. Just
My
for a
wife's
quick,
20
real fucking
milligrams. I
hard
got
fix.
throat punched for me. Ugh.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I would like a 20 milligram salt, I think, because even 30 is
I wish
too
they made
much.
more of the 25s, man. The 25s are really hard to find. It's a pretty nice, happy medium.
it's always
Like, you
50
can hit
and
it a couple
30.
times. Yeah, 25 is a real nice medium in my opinion. You can take a couple hits and then go about your day, but it doesn't completely punch you in the fucking brainstem.
Yeah, I could hit a 25 like twice and be like, all right, I'm good. But yeah, Eddie's is like fucking stupid, and it's really smooth. Like the flavor is smooth. It's not. I mean, it's sweet, obviously, but it's not like, ugh, like this is like overly sweet. It's right for what it is. But it's just so much fucking nicotine.
I can't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's a lot. I don't understand how people only use those, man. Like,
Yeah.
You're getting
That's a
high almost.
That's-
you know?
that's-
almost, yeah.
It's-
It's real
Yeah.
close. It's real close for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I mean, I vaped 24 nonstop when I first quit.
Right, but-
Freebase.
They weren't in mesh coil fucking
Yeah,
sub-ohm
exactly.
super power boxes back then either.
2.8 ohm fucking Canthal. Fucking 8
That's
watts.
what I'm saying. And now, I'm pretty sure these have like a 0.2 mesh coil in them now.
Yeah, I think even my
Fucking
pod that I have has 0.6 ohm.
It's super
Coils
low, and
that I use.
it's a mesh cylindrical coil in that fucking thing, so it rips when you pull on it, man.
Yeah, the Tyson ones rip. The ones that Ed buys all the time. They hit.
They've
I've tried the
come
Tyson
a
ones.
long
They
way.
hit hard, yeah.
Hell yeah, they have. From the fucking Enjoy King.
What's
Which I
that?
have right here, actually.
Of course you do.
There it is.
Old school like a motherfucker.
Fuck.
Enjoy King. Does it say Enjoy on it? Yeah, it does. Enjoy. It'll never focus, but yeah, I swear it's an Enjoy. I've kept it all these years just because. I still have my Views, the camel one.
Oh God.
Yeah, the fucking, the tobacco flavor tasted like fucking chemicals. It didn't, it had zero hint of tobacco. It just tasted like chemical.
What
I
was?
found one of my old boxes of the OG blues that looked like that had the cigarette pack boxes that were built-in battery chargers.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
still
Yeah.
have 3 unopened fucking packs and 2
My old singer Rick
batteries
had
down
one of
in that
those.
bitch.
That's what he was
That's what I
trying to
started-
quit with.
That's what I first started with. I turned into a fucking blue distributor and got a whole call center full of nerds hooked on those fucking things because they let us use them indoors.
Yeah, he was all
At,
hyped
like,
about it, and I was like, dude, you need
07,
an ego,
06.
man. He was like, what's an ego? I was like, it's like the same thing but a cigar. He's like, I don't really want to hold a cigar-sized one, though. I was like, do you want to charge your battery every fucking hour?
Right.
He's like, well, not really. And I was like, get an ego kit,
That's your
man.
trade-off, my dude.
He never did, though. I don't actually, that dude might still smoke to this day.
Oh,
And this
shit.
was 2013 when I was trying to get him to fucking buy an ego.
God, I
Once I
hated
found
those
Fast Tag,
blues.
fuck.
I hated those blues, man.
They were
Yeah, I
so
mean, I
weird.
quit with little 510 stick batteries, though, so...
I had to
Like,
jump
that's-
bump up right away to something with more vapor.
Like,
I was
I
dual
need-
using. I was using a blue indoors all day while I was on the phone, and then when I would go on break, I would smoke 3 cigarettes on a 15-minute fucking break.
Yeah,
Go back
I
inside,
dual-
pull the blue out, and go right back to it.
I dual used from like March or April until like July of that year. So like 3 months I was dual using.
Shit, I dual used for like 3 years.
Really?
4 years almost.
It was the wildest thing. The moment I picked up a vape, I never smoked again. Which for
I knew
me
it
is
worked.
huge.
I just didn't have the willpower. And then I just made a quit date for myself, and that was what really inevitably did it. I was like, this is my last day I'm buying a pack of cigarettes. This works. I know it works. I don't need these anymore. And I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna
That happened for me when I finally got good enough gear, when it was beyond the fucking cartomizers and fucking ego stick batteries. When I bought my first actual vape setup was the last time I ever had a fucking cigarette. But for almost 4 years, it was blues and camel wide menthols, back to fucking back, depending on if I was indoors or outdoors.
All I can say is thank God for Fresh. He sent me everything I fucking needed. And what he sent me was perfect.
Yeah, the proof exists still on your channel, doesn't it?
I think so.
That video, I'm pretty sure it's there. I know I watched it within the last 2 years.
I'm pretty sure your first
I
video,
haven't removed it. I don't go back and remove shit. In fact,
That's
if you go back far enough, there's still fucking probably cat dissection videos on there somewhere.
Yeah, there's some gross shit.
Yeah.
Guess I could remove that stuff. I mean, it's only
Why is it's not hitting?
Fucking like 15 years old. Yeah, 2010, 2011, somewhere in there is when I started putting some shit on YouTube.
This weird one is definitely weird.
It's not my favorite tasting cart. But it's not bad. And the effects, I'm feeling them. Oh
yeah, everybody's getting a kick out of it because I got the old lady to do a fucking a flower review with me the other day, and you can just slowly hear her start to melt. Did you?
Great.
Yeah. You can like hear her melt as it goes on. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was like, I gave it a, cause, and you're all like, well, because I had more experience with this one, I did. I was like, oh shit, you could tell who can handle their shit more.
Yep. Yeah, she started out all enthusiastic, and by the end she's like, this one was spicy.
It was a little spicy.
This one tickled my nose.
Because this one made me cough.
It was fun, though.
If my friend makes it and it's weed related, I watch it. Trust me.
That's what I told everybody. I don't know if there's going to be another one of those, but if not, you better appreciate that one because it was gold.
Colada filled banana nut bread. Disgusting. That
Those
sounds
two
gross.
things don't go together.
No.
Yeah, that sounds like a punch in the no thank you.
Oh shit.
That's a fuck you very much.
Colada banana nut bread? That's so weird.
It's like nuts and gum.
Cold cardboard banana nut
It's
bread?
like-
Who
Yeah,
comes
it's
up with that and says, this is going to be a great fucking idea?
Somebody
Yeah,
who brushes their teeth and then eats breakfast.
Oh, or drinks orange juice after they brush their teeth. Like, what is wrong with you?
Right? Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or people who brush their teeth and then fucking drink milk before they go to sleep.
Oh,
Like,
Adam,
are you
that's
fucking
disgusting.
kidding me? Your mouth
That's
is
fucking
curdling
weird.
all night, you nasty motherfucker.
Oh, that's the yuck. That's the yuck.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Ugh.
Another vomit inducer is people that mix Coke and milk. Whoa.
What
All
the
right, I'm not
fuck?
gonna lie. I like Coke and ice cream, like Coke floats.
I was gonna say Coke floats are one thing, but just straight up Coke and milk is weird.
But yeah, that's like a thick, rich vanilla cream as opposed to breast milk of a cow.
Right? Yeah, like cold, liquidy ice cream. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a-
Laverne and Shirley used to drink Pepsi milks all the time.
I had a fucking roommate when I was in, I think it was either DC or San Antonio. I don't remember which one. Puerto Rican guy. He did milk and Coke, and then he also did milk and rum.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Is a
Oh.
Puerto Rican white rum and milk. over ice. I was like, ooh.
It's not a
That
thing.
doesn't even sound good.
No. That dude was milk. I'm like, do you guys just in Puerto Rico mix milk with everything? He's like, no, just a
Hey,
couple of
fuck
things. I'm
that.
like, what? I can get down with rum and Coke, but the rum and milk, yeah, no, just was not
That
my
used
bag.
to be my drink of choice for years.
Yeah, me
Captain and
too.
Coke.
Me and the Captain made it happen for a long time.
Yep, that was like my drink.
I was notorious. I would walk into a room when I first got to the party and put the fucking leg up instantly. That was it, man. That was my shit.
Yeah.
Loved Captain.
Like the only,
fucking booze
in my opinion, the only good dairy liquor drink is a fucking White Russian. Outside of that,
Ooh, I like them too.
they don't need no dairy in any drinks.
No, the wife and I were just laughing yesterday. I bought a 6-pack of beer for UFC 312. UFC 314 was 2 weeks ago, and I still have 3 beers in the fridge.
Dude, I have beers for my birthday. It was in August.
I just
For-
don't give a shit, man.
I had, actually,
I
speaking of
drink
which,
by myself. I have to
Saturday,
invite people over to
what
drink.
is it? 2 or 3 weeks ago, I bought a bottle of Angels and Envy for the first time. I was like, I'll give it a go.
That's good shit.
It really is. I like that whole finished in port wine casks thing. Gives you that nice
It's got that nice
fruity note on
cherry
the
bite.
back. Yeah.
Yep.
So I finally cracked it open on Saturday, and
Nice.
had 3 glasses out of it, and that was fucking it. Go on. Look at me being an adult. When I was
Right.
a little bit younger, that whole bottle would have been gone, and I would have been a miserable fuck come Sunday trying to put bicycles together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Angel's Envy is real nice. That almost plum cherry bite on the back of it's so fucking smooth. I like it a lot.
Yeah. It's like that, my neighbor got one that, I forget it's like Lucent or something. And it's an American whiskey finished by Japanese distillers. And it's got some plum notes and some like fucking real
Dark
deep
fruit.
fruits in there. It's
I
fucking
love those
fantastic.
dark fruit notes carry through. That's good shit.
The hell, I have to fucking find the picture of it because I know I've got it somewhere. Because I bought a bottle of that at one point.
Saludes, chingones!
Ah, there you go.
It's not drinking alone if you're with friends.
Yeah, I think I'm pushing 36 years for sure since I've had a beer.
I had 2 when we were recording because it loosens me up a little bit. I realized that after we were recording a couple songs. I was like, Ed, do you want a beer? He's like, yeah, let's have a beer. I was like, yeah, let's have a fucking beer, dude. Like, we're men. We can fucking, we're in a
Right?
recording studio.
I was
Let's
saying you're in a recording studio
drink
for
some
fuck's
beers,
sake.
dude.
It used to be a prerequisite.
It's like I almost forgot we could do that because I don't really drink anymore, but it definitely helped. It loosened me up. I kind of almost want to go back and fucking record the first 2 songs.
Get a little buzz on and give him another shot. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't take much. We were already talking about that because there was some spots where I was like, dude, I missed. He's like, yeah, I noticed that too. I was kind of thinking of a couple of them as rough bass tracks anyway. Like, you can always go and re-record them after Jake does his drums because he might do something in the studio too where he accents something around, be like, ooh, I want to go bump, 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 bump with
Change
him.
something, yeah.
So, you never know. We just gotta have, like, when he records his drums, we gotta have us, like, loud as fuck in his ears.
Sure.
Oh, I take that back. Wrong fucking name. It's Legent. Legent. Yeah. Really fucking good.
Oh. Oh. It's on sale at finewinehouse.com. Also, $15 off your first order. You give them your soul and your email address.
How much
What's
are
the
they
percent? Sorry.
on?
No, go on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I wonder what they're dinging for that, price wise.
It's $50.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
$4 off currently from $51.99 to $47.99.
94 proof, huh?
Yep.
Interesting.
That'll leave a mark.
Yep.
Definitely let you know you got some in your hand for sure.
I can't do that. I could take a sip of that just to fucking say I tried that expensive ass. It's not even super expensive, but just to say I tried this
Interesting.
fucking legit ass fucking whiskey. But I can't.
It's a
drink
Jim
that
Beam
shit.
based product.
Which is crazy, but it's fucking.
A Jim Beam based product that they send to a Japanese distiller to finish in casks, in Yamasaki casks.
Yeah, I saw that because they have like a Yamasaki variant of it too, or something. Like
Yeah.
a special.
It's
Supposedly-
Send
so.
a line for just those, yeah.
Look, I was thrown off when he told me Jim Beam, because I remember him having the conversation. I'm like, who the fuck is going to do anything with Jim Beam? No, it's
This
legitimately fucking good.
Supposedly the
shit.
Japanese are pretty good at making whiskey.
That's what they say.
They are.
I don't know.
There's a. Shit, I gotta be quiet about how loud I say this. There's a little whiskey bar on the other side of town from here. And me and a buddy were out, and we saw they had Japanese whiskey on there. That shit is not cheap.
No, especially at a bar.
$25 a glass. Single shot. Tell you what though.
You better sip that for fucking
Oh.
hours.
I sipped the shit out of it, and let me tell you what, it was fucking fantastic.
I was say it's usually good, but it's not cheap.
So I was like, well, if
Yeah.
they're selling it at that price, I was like, that means that bottle is probably in the roughly $150 neighborhood.
Say probably $200 a bottle, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, sipping that shit is when I want a fucking pod.
Right.
Like a
Something
high
that's gonna punch a
nicotine
little
where I can
harder.
just take a nice get that fucking little bit of throat kick.
Problem is, I did not
Yeah,
take a
it's
picture of the
probably-
bottle when I had the chance, so I kind of screwed the pooch on that one.
Don't.
No, what are you gonna do? Totally worth it
Yeah,
though.
you can't cry about it.
No, sometimes you gotta do stupid shit just to see if it's worth it or not. In that case, totally worth it.
Right.
It's really worth it if Mrs. never finds out about it either, because if she ever finds out I spent that much on one drink, she'd be pissed.
A fucking shot of booze.
Yeah.
If I'm paying $25, it better be fucking this big. It better have umbrellas, pineapple fucking wedges and shit all around it. It better fucking be the fruitiest looking fucking thing you've ever seen.
You know, I don't
And
mind
three of
paying...
us better be able to drink off it.
You know, I don't mind that sometimes, but I also don't feel like getting diabetes while I'm getting drunk.
No. No,
yeah.
and I understand the $25 for the glass. It's a fucking experience. It's a whole fucking, it's a whole thing, you know? You're
Yeah.
trying something from another country that was crafted and fucking, you know, I get that. It's the same with fucking fine dining too, you know? You don't just go to fucking have the fancy fucking food and shit.
Right.
You know, because usually the $50 fucking plate is some tiny little fucking 4-ounce piece of meat or whatever.
Yeah.
Or those
But it's all about the ambiance and everything that goes along with it.
those crazy ones where it's a 20-course tasting menu. It means you get
Right.
20 bites over
Everything
the course
is
of
single
like
bite.
2-3
Exactly.
hours,
Yep.
and it's single
Oh, no.
bite. And oh, by the
Yeah,
way,
so-
your bill's gonna be $400 for this meal.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, it's only
I think
for
the last
one.
time I paid $25 for a shot, it was Hennessy, but it was poured down a nipple, so I didn't mind.
Oh!
Totally okay. Well,
That's
depending on who's
one of the titty bars in town used to do
Little
body
titty
shots
henny?
off the nipple. Yeah, they would literally take the bottle and pour it straight off the titty, and you could catch it right off the nipple.
That's fantastic.
That was totally worth it.
That sounds hygienic.
You don't.
At that point,
You're drinking.
Yeah.
It's killing all the fucking germs.
it's
got
all
alcohol in it.
sterilizing everything. Yeah, you're good.
I mean,
And you're
back
going
in-
of the cleaner end of the two you could choose.
Also,
Yeah.
Every time you go to the bar at a strip club and you get $1, like a single dollar bill change back, that is the most unhygienic thing in that fucking bar.
Yeah.
That has been in vaginas. That has been used to fucking snort cocaine in the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Chow needs a bump.
Didn't I read somewhere like something like some ridiculous percentage of American money is contaminated with cocaine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A vast majority of it.
Or some sort of opiate or
Something, yeah, some sort of fucking used as a straw.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember plenty of times where we were like, "Hey man, who's got a hundo or like a 50? If we're gonna do this shit, we were gonna do it right.
Right,
Roll
at
like
least feel
a big
expensive.
bill.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
Yep.
Like I actually probably cannot even count how many times we were like, "Who's got the biggest bill?"
Yep. Who's got the biggest bill in the house? Because that's what
Fucking
we're using.
losers.
Yep.
Pieces of shit. that we
Delusions
were.
are fun at the time.
Yeah, the things you do when you're young and stupid.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
I
it
know.
boils down to.
There's a bunch of bars I used to hang out at. There was like snowstorms there every night.
Yeah, one of the ones we used to play at was like a front. Like they sold coke out the back, and then they would have bands. You know, it was like the shithole bar. They had no PA. It was just like a corner. Like the back door to the bar was like right there. It wasn't even a stage. It was just a floor, dude.
Oh shit.
It was just a section. It wasn't even sectioned off. It was a floor, you know, separate from the rest of the bar because the rest of the bar had like shitty old moldy carpeting. But it was cool though. Like he always paid you like the door plus like between $200 and $300 depending on how many people showed up. And then just random people would come in out the whole time buying coke, and sometimes they'd like your band and they'd stick around, you know. And they tell their friends, "Hey, come up to Rosie's, man. There's this fucking band rocks, dude. They're playing Alice in fucking Chains, bro." And we used to get smashed. The fucking owner would have to like fucking kick us out at like 4:35 in the morning and shit. He's trying to count his coke and his money. We're like singing fucking "Riders on the Storm" over the jukebox and shit.
Yeah,
I have so many fond memories of that bar, Rosie's in East Chicago, Indiana, I guess. I don't even know if that place exists. Let's find out, shall we? Permanently closed.
Shocker.
There you go. It's literally just a shithole bar.
There's
Those
this.
were the best, though. Those
It
places were
is.
the best.
Those are the most fun, yeah.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to see if you can see the back door from here.
God, I missed those places.
Like right in there, like right here is where the band played. On the other side of this wall is where the band played, and the door was right there, and then the bathrooms are right here. And so we used to sneak people in the back door, and like all of our like underage friends and shit, they'd like sneak in the back door and then go in the bathroom, and then when we would get crowded, we'd like come out of the bathroom, blend into the crowd. Nobody,
Blend in, yeah, merge.
We used to pack this little shithole.
Nice.
Like, I mean, it was probably to capacity, like, every time we played. My dad used to fucking come and see my band play there. It was a fucking wild time, man. Permanently closed. Wah, wah. That's
God.
fucking fantastic.
Probably courtesy of the state police.
Right.
Nothing like good old dive bars.
Yeah, that was, like, my first, like, real, like, home away from home dive bar that I played at when I was 21.
I love
Those
dive
were
bars.
always
though.
great, man.
That's something I miss. The dive.
They had, I think it was High Lifes, MGDs, Ice Houses, and Red Dogs were $1.50 for a bottle.
Fucking
This was
Ice House.
2001.
Ugh.
But
Ice House
yeah, I
was
know,
fucking
right?
Red Dog, man. Holy
But yeah,
shit.
$1.50.
Surprised they
then,
weren't selling fucking Mickeys in there.
Right.
You know, I think he did have Mickey's in there actually. I think he did.
Grenades, man. Grenades
Yeah, I
were
think they were
huge down here.
I think they were a little bit more though.
Do me
And
a
then
favor.
whenever we'd play, they'd have shot specials. So it was like fucking Cuervo or Jack. It was like $1 for a shot.
Adam, do me a favor.
hammered.
Look up Alabama Jack's. It's in Key Largo. See if that's still open. That was the coolest fucking place, man.
Still there, looks like.
That is the coolest place. If you're ever in Key Largo, you got to stop there.
Boing!
Right in the middle of the fucking
I'm
water.
gonna
Huh?
assume it's
There it
right
is.
here.
Yeah.
Wow. That looks like a fucking party.
Oh, it's a great place.
I imagine at night this place is fucking popping. You can just
It's
tell the
popping
way
in
it
the
looks.
day, man. And it's a lot of bikers stop there on the way down to the Keys.
Yeah, I love little places like this, man.
It was great.
Like a little shanty.
Most
The food was good too.
That looks familiar.
Largo, Montego.
Yeah, it's just before the first bridge into the Keys. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to see
Uh,
perspective. Okay, yeah, it's like right at the it's like the
Right at
first
the
stop
beginning,
on
yeah.
the wing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's so cool.
It is. I love the Keys, man. Oh, it's so cool.
Never been. Only been to fucking over here.
I've been all
Disney
over the
World.
state of fucking Florida. Ugh.
There once. I was like 8 or 9 to Disney
Key
World.
West is a trip. You know, you're walking down the street, the chickens running by you.
Fuck. Hey, you know, that's one of those experiences. If like Key West, because it's in the States, you see a chicken running right next to you, it's like being in a third world country, but knowing you're not.
And Hemingway's six-toed cats chasing them.
Fuckers down the block from me used to have
all the-
fucking chickens. Every morning they'd burp. Oh! It's like, shut up!
Tell me,
They're like 20 houses down.
what's the local city regulations on fucking poultry in your yard?
There's a lot of people doing that now.
Don't know.
Yeah, I know here. I think you can only have 4, and then they have to have at least, what did it say, 10 square feet of living space per fucking fowl that you have, which really isn't a lot. It's a 5 foot by 5 foot area, so you got 4, you need 20 by 20 feet.
In Chicago,
Yeah, I think
keeping
they just
chickens
upped
as
ours to
pets for
6.
eggs is legal in residential areas with no specific limit on number of chickens or bans on roosters.
Oh shit!
Really?
there's
Just
a
don't
rooster
give a
ban
fuck here.
There's
Well,
a rooster ban and
a lot of
6
Mexicans in
per
Chicago.
lot.
Yeah,
That's not
ours.
racist.
The city I live in is limit of 4. You can have ducks, geese, chickens, but no breeding. So you can't have any roosters or any males of any variety. It's all got to be female.
Yeah, it's
Apparently, you can
same
have
here.
roosters.
I think they included guinea fowl in ours as well too.
You're not allowed to slaughter at home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
that's
other
not
thing they
process.
hear. I'm like,
Who the hell's
fuck you.
gonna know?
You ain't gonna know
Must be
shit.
treated humanely and housed appropriately. So there probably are like Section 121A on keeping chickens in your yard.
Yeah.
There's got
Who the hell would want a geese? Like a Canada goose? The fucking thing would
Fuck
kill
that.
you.
No, I don't want no
evil
geese. I don't want a
motherfuckers.
turkey either. They're fucking mean
mean.
as shit.
They are, yeah.
Bastards, man.
Aggressive ass birds.
When I
man.
was a-
Fuck.
When I was a kid growing up, my uncle had geese. And, you know, the little fucking toys that toddlers, like between 2 and probably 4 years old, will play with. It's on wheels, got the little dome and the little balls in it, and it fucking pops
yeah.
all the balls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Apparently, when I was about 2 years old, I thought it would be a great idea to chase the geese around with one of those. Didn't work out so hot for me. Apparently, we had goose
Not
for
All
dinner
fun
that
until the
night.
geese turn around.
Yeah.
They'll overtake your ass.
Oh, yeah.
I got chased off an island by one once. Fuck. You laughed. The fucking thing was
Oh,
pecking at my nards.
Oh yeah, no.
I dove into the boat. I literally dove off the dock into a boat.
God.
Yeah, my great grandmother used to raise all kinds of fucking geese, guinea fowl, chickens, turkeys, ducks, the whole fucking 9 yards. There's nothing as evil as a fucking goose, man.
Oh, fuck.
For no reason, fucking just pure evil with feathers, man. Fuck
Birds
those
are
things to
mean,
death.
man. The
Geese
only
are the
reason
worst,
little
though.
birds aren't mean is because they're little and they know they can't do shit. But like, if you look at like a bird that's assimilated to like city living, like pigeons, they're fucking pushy as hell, man. They give zero fucks about you. They'll shit on your head. They'll fucking walk right in front of you. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, birds are fucking rude.
And geese are like that now, because any place where they can find a piece of water to land by or a spot to lay eggs, they'll fucking do it. Like
Yeah, the park behind my high school, there's like a big flock that comes every year. Like hundreds of them. They're fucking chilling out there. Used to see them when I'd walk to the tree.
Caddy corner behind me here. Guy's got a fucking pool. The second his pool cover comes off, the geese are fucking landing over there. Right in his fucking pool. I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't want a fucking pool. I don't need to be cleaning up goose shit out of a pool. Not my idea of a good time.
Great gobs of goose shit.
Not necessary.
Yeah, we have a lot of geese at work. We have fucking those stupid goddamn wild turkeys. Fucking things.
I almost hit a fucking turkey the other day. I was heading south of here, and where I was at on this little 2-lane country highway, there's these little rolling hills, and some of them have some pretty steep drop-offs, so you can't see behind them. Fucker flew out from one of the hills, slammed on my brakes. I maybe missed him by like this fucking much. I'm like, you can't hit a fucking turkey, because if you hit a turkey with your vehicle, it's like fucking hitting it with a goddamn cannonball, because all of their mass is in this tiny little fucking area.
Yep.
Go straight through your fucking radiator.
Everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, I know someone that happened to them out in the middle of nowhere. They were completely fucked.
Yep. Yeah, those fuckers are bad.
Like, you're better off hitting a deer with your car than you are with hitting a fucking turkey. Any day of the week. Because at least the mass on the deer is spread out. So,
Well, and a deer's gonna dent and bounce. A turkey's going through.
yeah.
Cannonball motherfuckers.
That's really all they are. They're fucking cannonballs with wings.
Feather cannonballs, yeah.
Weirdest thing, we never had them. 20 years ago, I could offer you $1 million to find one in Quebec. There were none. Now, they're fucking everywhere. They're like squirrels. They're everywhere now.
Haven't they opened a hunting season on them sons of bitches up there?
I don't know. I don't think people hunt them
not if
too
they're
often.
that bad.
Because I don't think you can eat them. They have some kind of parasite, so people aren't interested in hunting them. And I think they must breed like crazy because, I mean, near work.
Nothing eating them, yeah, or nothing hunting them, yeah, they're gonna breed like fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna go nuts.
It's the only other.
We're up to our eyeballs in coyotes here.
And coyotes will chase them down, but
yeah,
it's usually bigger predators that go after them. Like you see, generally wolves. There are some hawks and eagles of some sorts that'll go after them, but I mean, I think their biggest predator down here is probably foxes or fucking. Now we have wolves in Wisconsin, so I mean, could be wolves, but biggest predator is the fucking humans, because spring turkey season, fall turkey season, yeah. It's kind of like geese. Thank God they hunt geese here.
we have a big problem around here with fishers. And everyone, they're taking people's cats and dogs if they leave them out in the backyard. But everyone's freaking out. They're cute as a button, but their fuckers are vicious.
Yeah, they're a bigger version of a goddamn ferret. And ferrets are really actually vicious, whether you have them as pets or not.
Look at all these
they're
fuckers.
Big. Yeah.
Fuck that.
I used to see these fuckers every morning on the way to fucking Dollar Tree. There's a shitload of them. Look at them all.
And they're fucking mean, and they shit like poodles.
Yep.
Look at this. It never ends.
Field's gonna be white tomorrow.
No, not even white. It's fucking everything is green.
Yeah. Like the parking lot, it's so disgusting at work, eh? It spreads out. We have these big green blotches everywhere in the parking lot.
They're really bad on a golf course, because if they shit on the green, you can't tell if they've went and punched the green or not, or if it's just goose shit. It's little green plugs everywhere.
Yuck. Nasty.
So TJ, how'd the single flavor testing go? I know you can't mention anything, but were there surprising flavor profiles?
Some of them were surprising. Some of them I was highly disappointed in. I guess and that might be because I had my own idea of what I thought it was going to be. And some of them, I'm not gonna lie, there was one of them where I hope it never sees the light of day.
Oh shit! Really?
Oh yeah, really. Like it. Don't get me wrong. There was some potential there based on the idea that was behind it, in my opinion. But it needed a lot of help from a lot of things. Granted, the other kick to this is my taste buds on something are going to be completely different than somebody else's. They tests the exact same thing. They might fucking love it. Me, right. I hated it. But, I just did was the best way to put this. I tried to be as just broad-minded as possible. Because there were some things in there that I knew weren't specifically in my flavor profile. But as a whole, there were some good ones in there, and everything that I tried was very mellow, with the exception of one. Only one of them was kind of throaty. The rest of them were all pretty fucking mellow, and I feel like for the vast majority of the flavors, there's some good potential to be mixed with other flavors. There's a few that could almost hold up on their own, but just need a little push from something else.
I'm vaping one of the weirder ones right now. It's not bad. It's just very unique.
Yeah, and then I did get shafted on one thing. One of the flavors that was supposed to come to me did not, and I got one that wasn't on my list, which that is what it is, so I didn't really do a complete breakdown of that one, because he's like, just give me some notes on it, and that was good enough. That one has some potential, needs some work, though. But, once we're able to talk about all that stuff and shit's released, then yeah, I'll give you my full thoughts on them. Because I even saved my fucking notes to the computer, because I was like, that way I don't forget, because one of them was so bad, I will avidly, if it gets released, I will avidly tell people, don't bother. And it's not that I don't like Frank and Wonder flavors, because I do, but that's one of those flavors where I just think it was fucking terrible.
They're not all, they're not all winners.
No,
it's rare
and
that they're all winners.
That's why they're in the testing phase.
Test.
Yeah,
that's why we
it's
beta test them.
To weed the shit out.
I mean, you can't hit a home run every time, right?
No.
As I said, they're not always going to be winners. So
a lot of them were solid. Like, across the board, there was only 2 that stood out as extremely good to me. And one of them I can only see being used as an accent flavor. Or to add a little something to certain things. And the other one was, well, just something I really fucking liked it. And considering I mixed everything at 3%, the flavor on it at 3% was fucking just punchy in the mouth, but not in a bad way.
Nice.
Good.
And the flavor was good.
Kind of like.
There's that.
I want from a flavor. Be able to stand on its own if it has to, but also have the ability to mix it with other shit and just boost.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to play around with that one a little bit, and do a mix where it's a little go to 5%, see if I can get away with 5% of it, see if it'll boost.
That's what I'm running about.
See if the back note will boost on it, and then maybe drop it down a little bit and see if the other note comes forward.
Yeah, I'm running them at 5, just
but
to see if that's.
I did run them all at 3, and 3 was a great median. Or 3 or 4. 4. Fuck. I don't remember. I have to look at
I thought you said 3.
Yeah, I think I did do 3.
You have a good memory.
Yeah. But overall, 3% was great because you could taste all of them.
Where everything's supposed to be going.
Well, I'm glad you guys agree with me that there was some that weren't worthy of the Frank recommends 4%. Well, I went a little under. I guess I could go back and do 4 on them. But based on what I did try at 3, a lot of them were solid overall.
Or if you're still out there, possibly Sunday.
Yeah, because I sent him all my notes off on, was it on, I think Monday is when I sent them off, is when I finished the last of them off to try. Well, I'm kind of glad I ran at 3 then, Tim. I didn't have time to go up and down the gamut of try 3, 4, and all that, unfortunately. So I was like, 3 seems like a good median number, especially considering a lot of Wonder flavors, if I'm using them regularly, are no more than 3. Hell, a lot of them are at 1%. But that's because I'm using them as accent flavors.
I was gonna say, depending on what you're using them for, yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure the recipe that I put out earlier, there was quite a few Wonder flavors in them. Oh, no, only 1, but it was at 1%, which was cookie butter. So, yeah, that explains it.
Cookie butter. Pretty much like all of them.
Yeah, I was hoping to have mine done by this weekend, but I had all my computers shit on me last week, so everything went fucking crazy.
Not the best.
Yeah, and let's see, that was mix those on Wednesday. They got 3 days of steep time before I started testing them all. And then I'm blew through testing between Saturday, Sunday, and the last bit on Monday. Granted, there was only 7 of them in total, so it wasn't hard to flavor test 7. There was one of them that was so fucking spot on. It's not in my flavor profile, but I had to give it fucking good reviews because it really was fucking solid.
Yeah, I've got one that I bet Cassie would have liked a lot more than I do.
You can only fucking imagine what that is.
Allegedly.
But yeah, no, and they were really, to be honest, overall, I was very pleased with the ones that I tried, except for like 2 of them. Like 2 of the 5 were, to be honest, do not pass go, do not collect $200, move on.
Yeah, so far what I've tried, I will say this. Compared to the last beta pack, the winners are definitely more winners. There was a bunch in the last pack that were like, they're not bad, but they're not great. These ones are pretty more black and white. They're like, they're either great or they're like, I see what you're going for and it didn't work.
Yeah, like there was one flavor in there that it was this close to being a winner, but the off note in there, I couldn't get around. So
Yeah,
I was like,
I've got one like that as well. It's like, man, this would be so good if it didn't have that weird funk to it for some reason.
And because like the smell was fucking fantastic. Knuckle testing, great. So I can vaped it. There's just a weird off note, and I was like, no, I can't do this. But overall,
It's beta though.
I say overall highly positive on those 7 that I was provided overall. But just like everything, there's gonna be a few fucking bad eggs in every carton. It just happens.
Oh, chisel.
Especially when the truck is running on one fucking tire. Namely me. We've been live for almost 2 hours. We're pushing the 2-hour mark. Probably closer to like an hour and 45, but whatever. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go get myself some sleep because I might be bailing out of work to go golf tomorrow, so I need to get my.
Let me be the first to say you're a bastard.
Well, actually, you're not far from the truth. My parents were not married at the time when I was born, so yeah, or conceived. So yeah, I would be a bastard.
Love child.
Damn right. And then they were only married for like 4 years, and got divorced. So yeah, I'm a bastard, and I'm all right with that. And also, my son is a bastard.
Is that a country song?
Sounds like it.
I don't know, but it does.
Bastard, now I'm all right with it. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, probably somewhere. I bet you we
If it's
can
not,
AI one right now.
Yeah, well, fuck AI. We'll fucking make a real song. Holy shit, I might have to do that.
That would be funny.
Mental note.
Alright, what is a good song to go out on tonight? I don't have the Minecraft song. That's what that sounded like. Absolutely not. Educate, advocate, not for yourselves.
Read my audio.
Not for any of us up here. Those sorry sons of bitches that are still on the stinkies. Need to keep a viable option alive for them. If you are into kicky punchies, there are kicky punchies to talk about this weekend. We'll be live over on the I'm No Joe channel. Oh, no. Wait a minute. No, we got a week off. Fucking A, right. That's the following week. I was so used to
week
just...
off we have had all fucking year. We are
Never
not
mind.
doing a fucking show tomorrow.
Never mind. Fuck all of you who wanted to watch the I'm No Joe channel tomorrow. We don't care.
I have done a show every Thursday in 2025 since January 11th. I'm not doing a fucking show tomorrow.
Deal with it.
Man,
Still
no.
plenty to see over there, but it's
There's
not gonna
plenty
be
to see. You can go back and watch what we talked about. Wait for. I almost feel like we needed to do a breakdown after this weekend because holy shit. But either way, no, we're not doing it. We're not fucking doing it. I'm nixing that idea. 2 weeks from now, so next week I'll tell you to come and watch. I'm No Joe.
Yes.
Right, love y'all. Tim Cassie, good to see you. Cassie, you can go fall back into the hole for a while, though. Everybody who did show up, thank you. Love y'all. It's great to see y'all. On that note, we're going to go out with... I feel like...
Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man.
We need maybe a Spider-Man would be a good... You should cover that.
Speaking of Spider-Man, look what came in a couple days ago.
Oh, snap. You got them books.
You're going to have to take a second mortgage out on the house. You keep buying all these goddamn...
Well, Unknown Comics, which is the country's #1 retailer of exclusive comic book covers, retailer exclusives and shit, and incentive covers, had a 75% off sale.
Oh,
now,
shit.
Nobody ever has 75% off sales, so I had to take advantage. It's required. Most of those, I already have, like, the A covers for those comics. Those are just to hang on the wall, literally. They're pieces of art.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Love y'all. Thank you for coming and hanging out. We'll see you guys all
Black Cat
next
loves
week.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Night all.
It is.
They're right there.